Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Simultaneously next week, Steffy will deliver an angry claim while Carter makes a Forrester decision. Poppy will also pound over her coming move. For starters, Ridge and Eric will push Carter to accept their terms. Eric and Ridge will challenge Carter to accept a deal that's on the table, but will Carter be willing to take it? Carter will have to decide if he's willing to surrender Forrester power and eventually end this commercial agony. Daphne will clearly be lodging for Carter to make the right decision and put the company back in Forrester hands. Of course, Daphne will also hold out stopgap that Carter will eventually see Hope's manipulation and break effects off. You can go. Daphne will be staying for her chance catch Carter up for herself, especially now that he's prompted her to stay in Los Angeles. Hope's relationship with Carter is hanging by a thread, so Daphne may try to snap it as she makes a vaticination about her own love with him. Steffy and Finn's marriage should be in dangerous home as well. With all this Luna pressure mounting, it could force Finn to make a delicate choice. Steffy seems poised to deliver an angry claim soon and flat out prohibit Finn from interacting with Luna. That's if he wants to stay wedded and keep their own family together. Finn doesn't want to abandon his son, but Steffy may contend that's what it's going to take to save their future. While Steffy and Finn struggle with further relationship fermentation, Sheila may make some shocking discoveries. Will Sheila get updates on Finn's night with Poppy and the fact that Luna is her grandchild? Anyhow, Poppy will have to figure out what's next after facing Lee's wrath. Lee might advise Poppy to leave Los Angeles, but Poppy may have untreated business, especially if she wants to stick around and repair her damaged bond with Luna. Poppy might hear the news of Luna's position and decide she wants to explain effects to her now that the bio paid her. Verity is out. Poppy will have to figure out what's ahead, so stay tuned. Steffy and Luna facing off while effects with Lee and Poppy take a twist. It promises to be a day filled to the brim with drama, and you wouldn't want to miss a second of the show. Steffy's world has been turned upside down recently. First, she was pushed out at Forrester Creations. And also, Finn told her that Luna was his son. Steffy couldn't believe that the woman who'd kept her locked in a pen who was supposed to be in captivity was actually her child's half-stock. It's been a crazy several weeks. Poppy prayed Finn to keep the news that they'd had a child together quiet, but he didn't. Poppy's family, Lee, had always upset that Jack and Poppy had an affair. She was so relieved when she learned that Jack was Aunt Luna's father. When she said about that Finn is Luna's father, Lee had a physical response. Steffy's life could be in peril, especially if Sheila decides she's got a grim job for Remy. Remy is jobless and looking for ways to make plutocrat, so would he consider some felonious work? Since Sheila knows about Remy's recent encounter with the law, she knows he's able of going to some enough minatory places. Sheila senses that Remy is a kindred spirit, so she might find a way to use him to her advantage in the not-too-distant future. That's especially true since Sheila will view Steffy as indeed further of an issue in the coming months. Steffy is formerly standing in the way of Sheila relating with Finn and Hayes, at least from Sheila's perspective. Can you imagine how furious Sheila will be when she realizes Steffy is trying to block Finn from his own child, too? Once Sheila gets updates on Luna's maternity, she's bound to view Steffy as the wicked mammy of this whole situation. That may be what drives Sheila over the edge and makes her plot to push Steffy out of the picture by any means necessary. Of course, Sheila may not want to get her hands dirty this time around. Since Sheila doesn't want to blow up her marriage to Cleric and threat getting transferred back to captivity, could she hire Remy to wipe Steffy off the chart for her? There was a time when Sheila talked about having a lot of plutocrat, so perhaps she's intimately got it stockpiled down nearly. Still, he might consider barring Steffy on her orders, if Sheila can come up with enough to make it worth Remy's while. We can't forget that Remy seems to be crushing on Luna, so he might do it incompletely as a favor to her as well. Nethermost line, Remy could use the redundant cash and is now connected to Sheila along with Luna. Remy could be assigned with getting relief of Luna and Sheila's problem. That obviously doesn't mean Remy's implicit hitman charge will be successful, but there could still be some peril if he attempts to take Steffy out. Remy could land in further trouble thanks to his link to Sheila and Luna, so don't miss the bad news that's brewing. At Eric's, Ridge and Taylor are still squinching. They bandy Steffy's rearmost struggle. Ridge thinks that they can chill because Luna is behind bars. Tridge wonders how Lee is going to reply to the news about Luna and Finn. At the sanitarium, Finn keeps allowing about Sheila Carter's words about the parent-slash-child bond. Lee enters and can tell Commodity is wrong. Finn explains that this has to do with Poppy when she lived with them. The youngish croaker, says Commodity happed. When Lee realizes that Finn and Poppy slept together, she feels sick. Finn also goes on to tell his mama about how he could get it out of his head after it turned out Jack and Tom were Aunt Luna's father. When the youthful man says Luna is his son, Lee is in total unbelief. When Lee mentions at least Luna is in captivity, Finn has to drop yet another stunner. Finn tells her about Luna being on house arrest at Bill's house. Lee tells the croaker to be with Steffy. After he leaves, Lee sends her family a textbook. Cleric and Sheila are at Il Giardino. Sheila mentions a woman is drooling each over Cleric. Poppy enters and Deacon warns her it's Luna's fault they're so understaffed. Poppy might be staying a while. Poppy is shamed of her son's sins. Sheila says nothing can break a bond between a mama and child. Cleric and Sheila learn that Luna is missing. Suddenly, Poppy gets Lee's textbook, summoning her to the sanitarium. At Bill's place, Steffy continues raging about Luna being on house arrest. Steffy swears that Luna will no way have any contact with Finn again. Bill says he has a unique connection to Luna because of their trauma. Steffy lashes out her phone, but doesn't get a chance to call the OCPs yet. Ridge rings, and Steffy picks up, telling her pater each about Luna. On the other end of the phone, Tridge raced to Bill's house. Luna says since Finn is her real pater, that makes Steffy kinda her stepmom. Ridge and Taylor burst through the door. Bill tries to explain, but Taylor says he can't fix Luna. Suddenly, Finn arrives too. Wow, it's getting crowded in there. Luna begs all of them to see the real her, she wants a real family. Luna claims she'll just die if she has to go back. There's just Commodity then that isn't making complete sense. Bill's attachment to Luna is getting weird. Indeed, though it's been established that Finn is the natural father of Luna, for some reason or another Bill has an emotional investment with the youthful girl. Maybe that's because there was one point in which he presumably allowed. He was her father, too. Either way, Bill has taken it upon himself to take care of Luna as if she were his son, so much so that she's presently under house arrest at the Spencer manse. Let's just say that indeed, though Steffy is presumably happy that she's not under her roof right now, she's not pleased that Luna is with Bill Spencer. Moreover, No Bone seems to get that Luna did try to murder Steffy with her cold hands. Yet, if there's one person who is hysterical of Luna in this fictional city of Los Angeles, it's Bill. This has urged a lot of people to wonder what's going on. Does he know Commodity that the rest of us don't know? There's always a chance that Bill might allow Luna to stay with him on an endless base, especially since Steffy wouldn't allow her to go anywhere near her real father Finn and their own family. But how Finn will feel about all of this remains to be seen. After all, he does feel shamefaced that he wasn't given the occasion to be there for Luna as a father this entire time. Easily, Bill needs to tell Finn what he needs to know and gormandize before Commodity happens, too.